afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live Before on this Thursday. Charlotte in again for Susan. Dr. Zorba Pastor will be along later on, and he'll be taking your calls. So if you have a medical question for the good doctor, start thinking
anything, right?
Right,
anything at all.
It doesn't have to be COVID, it can be anything. But first, topping the news today, Governor Evers signed the Republican-written state budget today, and the average Wisconsinite is saving money. Everybody wins, right? Naomi Coles will let us know.
And a couple has been missing after leaving for a holiday trip last Friday. Our Adam Duxter has what family members are saying.
And no more fans. Japan goes into a 6-week lockdown just weeks before the Olympics are due to start. So what effect is that going to have on the athletes? We'll find out.
Unbelievable. Right before.
I know, absolutely. Here's a look outside on this Thursday. Pretty sight. Kind of cool today. Open the windows.
Yes, it was very refreshing.
Yes.
I will give you that.
Very refreshing. If you like summer, hang on. It'll be coming back. Still, though, cool and a chance of showers, perhaps. Dana's in the backyard. I like the break.
Yes, I think it's a good break. I know it's summer. We should be warm in July, but we're having a little bit of a pause button for right now. And temperatures will be back in the 80s soon, I promise. Here's a live look over Madison. We have a cloudy sky today, helping with these cool temperatures. No sunshine really keeps things cloudy for us. Looking at our visible cloud track, southern Wisconsin, of course, just is staying under that cloud coverage. Things slowly starting to clear out, though, just along the western edge of the state. And will slowly become partly cloudy overnight. Rain chances well off to the west still. Overnight, we should stay nice and dry. Not expecting anything new to build in on our radar. Temperature-wise, holding pretty steady because of that cloud coverage. 66 in Madison and in Janesville right now. And overnight low temperatures will drop just a little bit more than that. Again, down to the mid-50s. Skies becoming partly cloudy, so when we get that clearing, it allows us to cool down a little more overnight. Could see some fog with temperatures dropping close to our dew points for tomorrow. We'll add on a few more degrees in the mid-70s for afternoon highs, so not quite as cool, with the chance for some showers later in the evening, mainly southwest of Madison. We'll look at the line and that track for the storms in just a few minutes. Right now along the Beltline, we're seeing a few delays getting closer to the interstate in Monona, east and westbound right now, but no accidents on the Beltline, just slowdowns east and westbound. The highway or the interstate through Dane County and Rock County right now, north and southbound, looks smooth. And to the north, looking in Sauk County and Columbia County right now, all smooth as well. From the Beltline to Janesville, 25 minutes, 16 minutes to get from Middleton to Sauk City and Sun Prairie to downtown, or downtown to Sun Prairie, 16 minutes for us this evening. We'll take a closer look at that 10-day in just a few.
All right, see you then. Thank you, Dana. Well, most of us in Wisconsin are set to get an income tax cut after Governor Tony Evers signed off on the Republican-written budget today.
Naomi Coles is at the Capitol with how this impacts you. Naomi?
He preserved more than $2 billion in income tax cuts for anyone making between about $24,000 all the way up to $350,000. That last number if you're filing jointly. Now, the governor says the median family of four will see about $550 in tax cuts from this budget this year. Now, Evers calls it a bipartisan effort and touts the tax cuts as his own. Republicans say the budget is theirs. They're pointing to tax increases that the governor had written into its original form. That, of course, was before the state knew it had more than $4 billion more than expected.
Personally, I find it laughable and hypocritical that just 6 months ago, when Governor Evers introduced his budget and he proposed an over $1 billion tax increase, he was given the opportunity to lead and propose tax cuts for the hardworking families of Wisconsin, and he failed.
At the end of the day, vetoing this budget in its entirety would have meant not only jeopardizing those investments that I just mentioned, but also likely causing our kids in schools to lose $2.3 billion in federal funds.
The governor made only 50 partial vetoes to relatively minor things. That's the lowest number for any budget since 2011. Now, that's partly because of a state Supreme Court decision last year that put a lot of restrictions on the partial veto power for governors in Wisconsin, but it's also because of how Republicans specifically wrote this budget with very little policy language that he could veto.
All right, Naomi Coles reporting live from the Capitol. Thank you. 2 Richland Center men are dead following a plane crash in Haiti that killed 4 others. Trent Halsteler and John Miller were in Haiti for a mission trip through the organization Gospel to Haiti. The bodies of both men have been recovered but have yet to be returned stateside, with flights being grounded following the assassination of that nation's president. We asked but got no new information from the Dane County Sheriff's Office today about a missing couple, but Adam Duxter did speak with that couple's son today.
He's back from the village of Windsor this afternoon with what we learned. Adam?
Well, Mark and Charlotte, Chandler Halderson says his parents, Bart and Krista, were planning on visiting their cabin up near Antigo over the holiday weekend. And when he woke up Friday, they were gone, and says an unknown couple picked them up. And tonight, police aren't sharing any more information other than that they're investigating the disappearance. I saw sheriff's deputies going door to door in Windsor today, and neighbors say they're shocked to hear about what happened.
Shocked. I mean, it's odd, though. Everything this seems, it's odd and shocking that, you never expect or anticipate seeing something that, especially that close to your house. I hope everything works out and it's just a misunderstanding with communication and comes pulling in the driveway any minute.
Chandler Halderson says he figured he hadn't heard from his parents because of the weak cell signal coming from up north. Yesterday, he was too concerned and called police. And those police say they've got too many questions they're trying to answer to put out a statement today. You'll hear from Chandler Halderson tonight at 5.
All right. Look forward to that. Thank you, Adam.
President Biden says it is now time for the people of Afghanistan to determine their own future.
After meeting with his national security team, the commander-in-chief laid out next steps in the continued U.S. military pullout after 20 years of conflict in America's longest war.
Natalie Brand reports from the White House.
President Biden says the U.S. is on track to end military operations in Afghanistan by the end of August.
I will not send another generation of Americans to war in Afghanistan with no reasonable expectation of achieving a different outcome.
The Pentagon has said the withdrawal is more than 90% complete, but several hundred troops will stay as a residual force to provide security to the U.S. Embassy in Kabul.
We're not going to have a mission accomplished moment in this regard.
Thousands of Afghans who worked with U.S. forces, including translators, now face risk in their home country. The Biden administration says it's working to expedite visas and relocate them.
There is a home for you in the United States, if you so choose, and we will stand with you just as you stood with us.
The U.S. pullout coincides with a surge in violence in Afghanistan, and it comes amid fears of a civil war in the region. Taliban fighters are advancing in northern parts of the country, triggering setbacks for Afghan forces.
Is the Taliban takeover of Afghanistan now inevitable?
No.
During a White House visit from Afghanistan's president last month, President Biden pledged continued humanitarian and economic help. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, the White House.
When asked if he trusted the Taliban, the president also said no, adding that he does trust the competence of the Afghan military.
Michael Avenatti, the brash California lawyer who once represented Stormy Daniels in lawsuits against President Donald Trump, was sentenced to 2.5 years in prison today for trying to extort up to $25 million from Nike by threatening the company with bad publicity. The 50-year-old Avenatti was convicted of charges including attempted extortion and honest services fraud in connection with his representation of a Los Angeles Youth Basketball League organizer who was upset that Nike had ended its league sponsorship.
Well, some good news in the fight against cancer. A new report found fewer Americans are dying from the disease. The annual report to the nation on the status of cancer was published today. Researchers found from 2014 to 2018, the overall death rate from cancer declined by more than 2% in men and over 1.5% in women. The biggest declines were in lung cancer and melanoma cases. Still, there were troubling signs. Researchers say mortality rates rose in cases of pancreatic cancer, brain cancer, and cancers affecting the nervous system. They also saw declines slowed or disappeared when it came to prostate, colorectal, and female breast cancers.
Health officials are concerned areas with low vaccination rates could become breeding grounds for new COVID variants that could be resistant to vaccines. A new data analysis by researchers at Georgetown University identifies 30 clusters across the nation with low vaccination rates and large populations. 8 states are most concerning experts, especially in the Southeast and Midwest, including Georgia, Texas, and Missouri. The clusters of concern are mostly in states that are currently seeing rises in COVID-19 cases.
Japan has declared a state of emergency for this month's Olympic Games in Tokyo as cases of COVID keep climbing. Now there is a no fans ban in place. The Japanese Prime Minister says the 6-week lockdown in place with the state of emergency is crucial to stopping the spread of the virus. It also means there will be no fans, and sports psychologists say that could hurt the athletes.
For most top performers, it will feel strange, and it may actually make them a bit concerned that they may not deliver their best performances.
Many residents are angry they're being ordered to stay home as the world's biggest sporting event unfolds around them. It's the 4th time Japan has declared a state of emergency since the pandemic began.
Dane County has the strongest vaccination rate in Wisconsin for the Latinx community, and a UW health physician had a big hand in that effort. By day, Dr. Patricia Tejas-Giron is a primary care provider at UW Health. She takes care of her patients in the Madison area at the Wingra Family Medical Center. But in her spare time, she helped lead the charge for vaccinating her community against the COVID virus. She even got her mother involved.
A volunteer who happens to be my mother. So we basically gave our home number to the community. They call one place. She speaks Spanish. They can call 7 in the morning. They can call Saturday, Sunday, anytime. And they also know that when they call and talk to her, they can also ask about other resources.
About 56% of Dane County's Latinx population has received at least one dose of the COVID-19 vaccine, the highest percentage in the state. Statewide, only about 37% of Latinx populations has received a dose, and nationwide, the rate is similar at 39%.
The pandemic transformed many things, including the world of dating, and some of those changes may stick around even as those looking for love come out of lockdown. During the pandemic, a lot of singles turned to online dating apps, and the most popular dating app, Hinge, says dates on its site were up 14% in 2020. More than 40% of all Hinge users have been on virtual dates, and 65% want to continue using video chats in their dating lives after the pandemic.
That's because they felt really safe. They could do it from their comfort of their home, and it's this low-pressure vibe check. It's a chance to say, are we a good match before we meet up in person?
People have different levels of comfort with what they want to do on dates now. So certain people don't want to go to concerts yet or go to baseball games. So making sure that people are really clear with what you want to do on a date is really important.
And finding the right person may be easier if you are vaccinated. Hinge says users who say they are vaccinated are getting 30% more matches.
Well, the Bucks face off against the Suns in Game 2 of the NBA Finals tonight as they hope not to go 2-0 before making the trip back home tonight. Things didn't go the Bucks' way on Tuesday night as they lost 105-118, and the team is hoping to rectify that loss by stealing a game on the road tonight. Giannis was taken off the injury report yesterday, but some reporters are saying the Bucks looked better with him off the floor than on. I don't know what they're talking about. The game is tonight at 8 o'clock on ABC. Some reporters.
Okay.
Still to come at 4, concerts on the Square return this evening for a 5-concert run.
But don't go to the Square to find the music. You need to head to Breeze Stevens Field instead. A Concerts Near the Square preview when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
For the pets you love, well, you gotta get down to Mounds Pet Food Warehouse, where your dollar goes to help so many pets in town. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse. Power your pets with Mounds brand dog power, perfect cat, and wild bird seed foods. They're nutritionally balanced, guaranteed fresh, and made in the USA. And every 11th bag is free. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse powers them all. And don't forget your free Mounds candy bar.
Taco night is heartburn you can plan for, but surprise pizza means heartburn you didn't expect. New Zantac 360 Degrees contains the #1 doctor-recommended medicine approved to both prevent and relieve heartburn and works in as little as 15 minutes. New Zantac 360.
A good night's sleep starts on a new mattress from Steinhafels. During Steinhafels' 4th of July mattress sale, we have all the best brands in stock and on sale, so you can try before you buy. Plus, with Steinhafels' special 60-month financing and free delivery, buying a new mattress has never been easier. And with Steinhafels' 120-night sleep guarantee, you can't make a mistake. Only at Steinhafels and Steinhafels.com.
After an accident, if you want to win, time is not on your side. Every second you wait, the less your case may be worth, which is why what you do next is critically important. You may have only one chance to get this right. So put a powerful law firm on your side, one the insurance companies have dealt with before. Call Hupy and Abraham right now. Tell the insurance company you mean business.
Double hungs are always fun, and then there's sliders too. But a bay window from Scott the Window Guy will really broaden your view.
Papa, it's you.
Broaden your view with a bay or bow window from ScottTheWindowGuy.com.
I order my groceries online now.
Shingles doesn't care. I keep my social distance. Shingles doesn't care.
I stay within my family bubble.
Shingles doesn't care. Because if you've had chickenpox, you're already carrying the virus that causes shingles. In fact, about 1 in 3 people will develop shingles, and the risk only increases as you age. So what can protect you against shingles? Shingrix protects. Now you can protect yourself from shingles with a vaccine proven to be over 90% effective. Shingrix is a vaccine used to prevent shingles in adults 50 years and older. Shingrix does not protect everyone and is not for those with severe allergic reactions to its ingredients or to a previous dose. An increased risk of Guillain-Barré syndrome was observed after vaccination with Shingrix. The most common side effects are pain, redness and swelling at the injection site, muscle pain, tiredness, headache, shivering, fever, and upset stomach. Talk to your pharmacist or doctor about protecting yourself with Shingrix. Shingles doesn't care, but we do.
Well, a drawing of a bear's head by Leonardo da Vinci could fetch up to $16.7 million, potentially setting a record at Christie's auction tonight.
Measuring just under 3 inches squared. Head of a bear is a silver point drawing on a pink beige paper. It is one of less than 8 surviving drawings from Leonardo, still in private hands outside of the British Royal Collection and the Devonshire Collections at Chatsworth. The drawing will lead Christie's exceptional sale in London with a price estimate of $11.14 million to $16.71 million. That could beat the 2001 sale for Da Vinci's Horse and Rider by more than $11 million, a record for a drawing by the Italian Renaissance master, according to Christie's.
These less than 10, probably some of them will never be on the market, so it's really a rare opportunity to buy a drawing by Leonardo, a beautiful drawing made in a very special technique, and also a drawing that really encompasses what we all the world probably loves and admires the most in Leonardo, which is his way of being able to look at nature and the world, both with the scientific eye, but also with an artistic eye.
The drawing's ownership can be traced to British painter Thomas Lawrence, and upon his death in 1830, it was passed down to his dealer Samuel Woodburn. He sold it to Christie's in 1860 for £2.50. That's $3.50.
$3.50.
$3.50. Yeah.
I think a little increase in the value of
cost
that.
of living.
Yeah,
it's gone up a bit.
1830. Stocks pulled back from yesterday's record highs. The Dow Industrials fell 259 points, ending the day at 34,421. The NASDAQ dropped 105 points. The S&P 500 was off 37.
Concerts on the Square was postponed until tonight at 7 o'clock.
The CEO of the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra, Joe Lanus, joins us now with what we can expect this season. Hi, Joe.
Hey, Mark. Hey, Charlotte.
I guess, first of all, we need to point out you're not on the Capitol Square. You're at Breese Stevens Field.
That is correct. I'm here at Breese Stevens Field, about a mile from the Capitol Square. We've been planning 2 options for this summer as far back as October of last year, one here at Breese Stevens and one up on the Capitol. And based on where we're at with the pandemic, we felt this was the right approach for this summer.
Okay, so we see all the chairs are set up there for the performers. Can you tell us what can people expect to see when they're there, because this is so different?
Yeah, this is a really unique venue. You know, we played 2 concerts here last summer for a very limited audience, so we have a little bit of experience here. But some of the traditions of concerts on the square, the blanket section, the flowers on the tables, tonight's program, some of the Heroes of 4th of July performance, and then, of course, the table section. So some very similar elements from what we're used to on the square for the past 37 years. But new here at Breeze, we now have a bleacher section and 2 adjacent apartment units or complexes where people can enjoy the music. So it's a really fun and unique environment for this year for Concerts on the Square.
Is there a capacity limit, and is there a charge?
Yes, capacity limit this summer is 5,000. That steadily went up since January. And bleacher tickets are $10. Proceeds from the tickets will support our musician wages. Obviously, it's important for them to get back and working as musicians. But we are broadcasting this live over the internet for free for anybody that can't get in tonight if you didn't get a ticket. But we encourage you to come down and get a ticket for tonight's concert.
So you can still get a ticket at the gate, so to speak, tonight.
Yeah, gates open at 5:30. Concerts at 7. So if you haven't gotten a ticket yet, feel free to come on down. But if you wanted to stay at home, just check out our website and you can watch it live over the internet starting at 7.
What are some of the other highlights for the rest of the season?
Yeah, great question. So next week we're working with local legend Leotha Stanley in a collaboration with him and his singers. We're also announcing an exciting new collaboration with a composer in residence, which will start a 3-year program, which you'll learn more about next week. We're also partnering on the 21st with our longtime partner, the Madison Ballet, for a short piece. And one unique feature this year is 3 of our soloists are young performers. We have 2 performers from the Young Concert Artists group out in New York City. They're less than 20 years old. And tonight we're featuring our 2021 Young Artist Concerto Competition. So some young, crazy talented artists that will feature on the program. And we get to announce our season, our indoor season, at sometime around August, which we typically announce in March. So a lot of exciting announcements and things to look forward to this summer.
Joe, how does it feel that the day is finally here?
You know, it's funny, you do all this work, you plan for 10 months, and then sometimes you're like, what is there to do? But we've done it. We've done everything. Now we just have to execute. So we're all really excited. You know, we're cracking jokes. The weather behaved. We're just excited to get people in the door and hear live music again here in Madison. So all in all, we're feeling good. It'll be exciting at 7:02 when the first note's played, because then the concert's here. But so far, so good.
Well, here's to a great season. Hope you have a big crowd tonight. Thanks for being with us today, Joe.
Yeah, thanks, Mark. Thanks, Charlotte. Appreciate it.
Well, remember that stray Shih Tzu with 6 pounds of matted hair?
Well, we have an update on his condition and a very happy ending coming up after Dana's first Warren forecast.
The Stars and Stripes deals must end Tuesday at Ashley HOMESTORE. Don't miss savings up to 60% off holiday doorbusters. Pay as little as $25 a month for complete rooms you'll love with no interest financing for 5 years. Plus, take a bonus 5% off our sale prices. Ashley HOMESTORE.
Up here, success depends on the choices you make. But I know I've got this. And when it comes to controlling his type 2 diabetes, my dad's got this too.
With the right choices, you have it in you to control your A1C, and once-weekly Trulicity may help. Most people taking Trulicity reached an A1C under 7%, and it starts lowering blood sugar from the first dose by helping your body release the insulin it's already making. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. Show your world what's truly inside. Ask your doctor about once-weekly Trulicity.
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
Now's the time to get a Ford built for you by you. Pick your color, your wheels, and other available features specifically designed for your Ford. Want an F-150 with a 12-inch touchscreen, 400 horsepower in an Explorer, or a moonroof? You've got it. And now an additional $1,000 bonus cash on top of all public offers. See your dealer for a Ford built for you, by you. Build and order your select Ford today and get $1,000 bonus cash in addition to all public offers.
Your heart is at the heart of everything you do. And if you have heart failure, there's Entresto. Entresto is proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
The Summer of Sleep mattress sale must end Tuesday at Ashley HOMESTORE. This is your last chance to save up to $800 on premium brands. Pay as little as $20 a month for Purple mattresses. Get the sleep you deserve for less through Tuesday at Ashley HOMESTORE.
Well, take a look at this. Are you tired of carrying around a key card or remembering a code to open a door? Well, this doctor in Russia has a solution. He implanted electronic chips in his own body. He can open locked doors and operate cash machines with just a swipe of his hand. He has one chip to use instead of a key for the intercom. The other replaces the work pass, and a third the card in the ATM. The chips are much smaller than the regular ones and can be easily removed or replaced if you change jobs or they change the locks. The doctor admits the chips aren't for everyone. He says not everyone wants to be part man, part machine.
Did he do it himself?
Yes, he did it himself. See, see how small they are?
Yeah, okay. All right, yes, no. We'll pass that, okay.
See, I don't have to carry this around.
You really want to be microchipped? Okay. We'll let you know how that works.
It's an icy cold treat synonymous with summer.
And today is a day to celebrate freezer pops, no matter what your go-to flavor may be. They come in every single color of the rainbow. But we all know that apparently red and blue are the first to disappear from the freezer first. National Freezer Pop Day honors the frozen treat that's been around for more than 60 years, and you can show off your favorite flavor by posting to social media with the hashtag National Freezer Pop Day.
I always get the brain freeze with those things.
Red and blue are most popular?
No.
That surprises me.
I like orange.
Really? Okay.
I don't like the blue because you get the tongue.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, I'm a red girl. I'll usually go for red.
Yeah.
Blue's just too sugary.
Do they have purple freezer pops?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think
there's grape. There's banana.
Okay.
There's yellow, orange. Yeah, I think
Boy,
it's
you guys
everything.
know your freezer pop business.
This is scintillating.
Hey,
we're just getting everyone up to speed.
We're not quite freezer pop weather now, but we will be.
No, but next week we'll be back in the 80s. I think that's a little more seasonable for some freezer pop weather for us. Right now, a little cloudy outside, temps are in the 60s. We will take a closer look at your full 10-day right after the break.
Join News 3 Now and TVW July 10th and 11th at the 42nd Annual Art Fair Off the Square, located in downtown Madison, between the Capitol and the Monona Terrace Convention Center. There will be beautiful ceramics, art glass, paintings, drawings, sculpture, jewelry, and more, all showcasing the talents and creativity of the Wisconsin Alliance of Artists and Craftspeople. Shop local July 10th and 11th and support Wisconsin exhibitors.
For the pets you love, well, you gotta get down to Mounds Pet Food Warehouse, where your dollar goes to help so many pets in town. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse.
Power your pets with Mounds brand dog power, perfect cat, and wild bird seed foods. They're nutritionally balanced, guaranteed fresh, and made in the USA. And every 11th bag is free.
Mounds Pet Food Warehouse powers them all.
And don't forget your free Mounds candy bar.
Discover what's in store at Habitat Restore Dane County. You'll find something new every time you visit to keep your project on budget with low price and high quality home supplies. For one-of-a-kind items, shop Habitat Restore Dane County today.
Living with metastatic breast cancer means being relentless.
Because every day matters. And having more of them is possible with Verzenio, the only one of its kind proven to help you live significantly longer when taken with fulvestrant, regardless of menopause.
Verzenio plus fulvestrant is for HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer that has progressed after hormone therapy. Diarrhea is common, may be severe, or cause dehydration or infection. At the first sign, call your doctor, start an antidiarrheal, and drink fluids. Before taking Verzenio, tell your doctor about any fever, chills, or other signs of infection. Verzenio may cause low white blood cell counts, which may cause serious infection that can lead to death. Life-threatening lung inflammation can occur. Tell your doctor about any new or worsening trouble breathing, cough, or chest pain. Serious liver problems can happen. Symptoms include fatigue, appetite loss, stomach pain, and bleeding or bruising. Blood clots that can lead to death have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have pain or swelling in your arms or legs, shortness of breath, chest pain, and rapid breathing or heart rate, or if you are nursing, pregnant, or plan to be.
Every day matters.
And I want more of them.
Ask your doctor about Verzenio.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
So our drought status officially updated for us this morning, and not seeing much of a change for southern Wisconsin. We've seen a lot of rain over the last week for areas mainly north of Dane County, but still a moderate drought status for us throughout Dane County, most of southern Wisconsin, and that extreme to severe status for the very southeast corner of the state. So not seeing much improvement over the next few days. We'll have a few more rain chances building in again, helping to at least keep us where we're at, if not to eat away at that deficit a little bit more, but we're still under a moderate drought for most of the area right now. A cloudy sky over Madison this afternoon, over all of southern Wisconsin, really. We're really holding on to that cloud coverage this afternoon. High temperatures will stay in the 70s through the weekend. By the time we get to the weekend, late Friday, Saturday, and for early Sunday, there will be a chance for some showers and thunderstorms. And for next week, we'll finally get the 80s back in the forecast for the freezy pop weather, and a few other people asking about pool weather. We will be back to the 80s again by next week. Temperature-wise tonight, dropping into the 50s or through the 50s into the mid-50s for us. As skies become partly cloudy overnight, we get a little bit of clearing, and that will help our temperatures cool down quite a bit. We'll see the mid-50s for early Friday. In the afternoon, there will be the chance for isolated showers and thunderstorms, mainly for areas southwest of Madison. That's the best opportunity to see rain for Friday. As we look ahead to Saturday, that trend again likely staying a little further south for us. Temps in the 50s early Saturday. Afternoon highs yet again in the 70s for us. We'll climb up to the mid to upper 70s. So we're creeping up a little higher than where we're at today for Saturday, but we still have that cloud coverage coming through and some shower chances really building in later on. In general, the temperature trend once we get into next week, back to the 80s and then staying above average in our 6 to 10 day and our 8 to 14 day outlook. Likely that we're going to continue to see temperatures above average stretching through the middle and end of July. So this little cool spot, very brief, very short before we hop right back into summer and see those warmer temperatures settling in through the rest of the month. A lot of warm weather also expected off to the west. Overnight into the mid-50s for tomorrow. High temperatures will be in the mid-70s. Not quite as cool, with the opportunity for showers mainly southwest of Madison, southwest of Dane County even. Temperatures, again, mid-70s tomorrow, in the upper 70s for Saturday and Sunday. We are expecting the chance for showers to really continue for us into the weekend. And then as we head into next week, we'll hold on to the chance for showers and thunderstorms almost every afternoon as our humidity picks up. So we watch temperatures climb back to the mid to lower 80s with a little more humid conditions. Dew points also creeping back up for us, so we will have some more chances for showers and thunderstorms looking ahead to the middle of next week.
So it's supposed to be like 82, 83?
82, 83, depending on what side of town you're on right now. And we are not there currently. We are in the mid-60s. It is a little cooler.
It's nice turning the air off, though.
Yes.
Open the windows.
I prefer the cooler weather, so this was fine for me, but I know people who love the warmer weather.
That would be me.
Yes, yes. We'll be back in the 80s soon. Of course, summer is very store in Wisconsin. So we want to enjoy it, and then it'll certainly get cool again here in no time.
You got that right.
Yes.
All right, Dana, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, who could forget the hairiest dog?
We brought him into your living rooms last month. A neglected dog with hair and fur so matted, he was practically unrecognizable.
Well, first he got a shave, and now he's got a new home. CNN's Jeannie Mose reports he's been adopted.
He arrived covered in so much hair you couldn't tell exactly what creature was underneath it. He looked like a cross between a dog and a cowardly lion. But this wasn't Oz, it was the Kansas City Pet Project, where they proceeded to shave 6.5 pounds of hair off him, revealing an 11-year-old Shih Tzu that had been neglected for who knows how long. The before and after pictures were stunning. The video went viral.
Basically, my heart broke.
I couldn't sleep that night.
The next morning, Vicky Warden showed up trying to adopt him, and when Vicky and Carl finally got to meet him,
Instantly started, kissing on us.
now he has his forever home, joining their 3 other rescues, Shih Tzus and a Shih Tzu mix, all girls.
He has his little doggy harem, so they all get along really well.
He also has a new name, Logan, as in the X-Men. That's Phoenix next to Logan. Even at his hairiest, Logan the dog didn't have claws like this. But Logan from X-Men did have dog tags, not to mention a limp. Logan the Shih Tzu still has a minor issue with his gait from carrying the weight of all that hair, and now he's developed a breathing problem, despite whatever neglect he endured.
He's really chill.
His favorite place to hang out and sleep is in Carl's closet. This dog that didn't have a haircut in months or even years will now go to the groomer every 6 weeks. Logan has a quirk that his owners find endearing. It's how he wags his tail, probably due to how the hair weighed on it, instead of going back and forth.
So he basically wags one way.
But it wags a lot. We're hoping this is a tale with a happy ending. Jeannie Mose, CNN, New York.
It's that tongue.
Be still my heart.
As a Shih Tzu owner, I can identify, because right now Oliver's got a little mat on.
Does it
by
not
his
take
ear.
much?
Doesn't take much.
Oh my gosh! But though
Yeah, it's pretty
looks like
amazing.
a little Rastafarian dog. Yeah.
I'm glad he's okay, and I'm glad he has a new loving home. Good
That's
for them.
wonderful.
Good for
And
them.
you own Carl's closet. Go ahead. You
All
deserve
yours.
it.
All right, coming up on Live Before, our Josh Sprider talks with someone you may know in the community, Nurse Jenny from SSM Health.
And at 5 o'clock, have you ever had the feeling like you're being watched? I do.
Yeah, it's right now.
Or Jamie Perez talks with a man who makes it his business to take down hidden cameras.
Save on the best name brand mattresses with the A1 Instant Rebate with a huge selection in stock now. Your choice, 14-inch firm or plush queen mattress, just $4.99.
Madison's locally owned family furniture store.
Save online or in-store with the A1 Instant Rebate.
Aloha, I'm Gary Canulti, inviting News 3 Now viewers on a tour to the Hawaiian Islands October 19th through the 28th. Enjoy the tropical scenery on Oahu, the Big Island, and Maui. We'll pay our respects at Pearl Harbor, view Volcanoes National Park, and discover unique sea life at the Maui Ocean Center. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword WISC, for information on how you can attend a virtual travel show or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Erectile dysfunction for men of all ages has become much more common. In fact, most men don't realize that 90% of erectile dysfunction is a direct result of broken down old blood vessels. This causes a lack of blood flow that is critical when achieving an erection. With our state-of-the-art technology, we're able to stimulate new stem cell growth right in our office with no pills, no needles, no surgery, and no pain.
To book your consultation and get back to natural functionability, call Peak Performance for Men today.
Are you sweating over high energy bills? Windows drafty or broken? Champion is here with our hottest sale of the year. Get 50% off new energy efficient windows. At Champion, we design new windows specific to your home's needs. Then they are built in our very own factory, installed by a team of professionals, and guaranteed for a lifetime by our best-in-class warranty. Save 50% now. Call or go online to book your free estimate at getchampionwindows.com.
At Stanley Steamer, we love homes. It's why we started cleaning them over 70 years ago and why we still continue today. According to the CDC, cleaning is a necessary first step of any disinfection process. We use detergents and cleaning agents to ensure that your home is prepared for whatever life brings in. Whatever home means to you, we're ready when you are to make sure your space is clean and that you and the ones you care about most are safe.
Save now on furniture with the A1 Instant Rebate with a huge selection of inventory available now. Your choice 2-piece sofa and love seater sectional, just $9.99.
Madison's locally owned family furniture store.
Save online or in-store with the A1 Instant Rebate.
Tonight at 5, a week after they were last seen, an area couple is still missing. What their son is saying about their disappearance at 5.
A weather system to our south from Friday through the weekend will be close enough to keep us cool with a chance of showers in the forecast. My News 3 Now First Warn forecast at 5.
And ahead at 6, a local private investigator will soon be going around and checking businesses for hidden cameras. We'll explain in a story you'll want to see tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
This is a live look at downtown Madison on this unseasonably cool July afternoon, but it's a nice break from the heat and humidity, which will return next week. Well, over the course of the last year, we've heard countless stories on our frontline heroes stepping up in ways never imagined.
Josh Ryder introduces us to a woman who's even more proof of the positive impact being felt right here in the 608.
St. Mary's was the place for me. It was just kind of, I walked in and was like, yep, this is where I'm going to work.
You've seen her in many different ways on News 3 Now over the last year, and I finally got the chance to meet SSM Health's Jenny Bolton face-to-face after an unprecedented 16 months in healthcare.
You know, so much was unknown. You know, there's no playbook. We couldn't open it up and say, okay, COVID pandemic, turn to page 2. Having that bigger picture of public safety and patient safety is kind of like the beacon that guides you through that.
Jenny's official title was Regional Manager of Employee Health, but that's just one of the hats she wears. This is video from back in December as she was drying up the very first doses of the COVID vaccine, tasked with getting 14,000 healthcare workers vaccinated through SSM across the state. But even the biggest of challenges didn't stop her from staying positive.
It's hard work. On a good day, it's hard work. If you start your day feeling defeated, that's kind of the story you tell all day.
The mother of 2, also one of the lead coordinators of the pop-up vaccine clinics around the 608, including our very own vaccine days at News 3 Now, even getting the opportunity to give the shots to her own kids and other family members.
200 people here are 200 more people that have vaccine in their arms today.
Jenny's colleagues telling me the efforts wouldn't have been such a success without her help.
Just knowing if I could make it better just a little bit, if I could make sure that we have the right resources.
But this healthcare worker of 16 years credits her team members in getting the job done as quickly and as safely as possible. Even on the worst of days, Jenny knows she just has to keep pushing forward.
I'm the person that gets to go in, try to give a little comfort, try to be as positive as I can, because at the end of the day, no matter what hits me, I get to go home. And this person in the bed would trade places probably in a heartbeat.
So I checked with SSM Health, and Jenny's been a part of 40 vaccine clinics across the community, and those don't count the ones that she did for the employees at the start of the vaccination process. She's now shifting back into her original role, focusing on employee health, as mental health awareness is so important among our healthcare workers. Reporting in the 608, I'm Josh Ryder, News 3 Now.
Thank you, Jenny, for all your hard work. Well, Dr. Zorba Pastor joins us next here on Live at 4. He'll be taking your health calls at 270-9933.
And he's going to explain how mindfulness can help children get more sleep. That's when Live at 4 continues.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
The body you are randomly assigned at birth shouldn't determine how well you are cared for or how hard we work to find answers, partners, and hope. We make medicine, not just for some, but for everyone.
USAA is made for the safe pilots. For Mac, who can come to a stop with barely a bobble. Lucia, who announces her intentions even if no one's there. And Sergeant Moore, who leaves room for her room. With USAA Safe Pilot, when you drive safe, you can save up to 30% on your auto insurance. Get a quote and start saving. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
It's time to invest in care. I care for seniors and people with disabilities so that they can live in their homes. That lets their families go to work. Joe Biden's American Jobs Plan will give working families the support they need and jumpstart our economy.
It's better wages and benefits and opportunities for caregivers who are disproportionately women of color, and immigrants.
Tell Congress to pass Biden's plan and invest in care jobs now, because care is essential.
SEIU is responsible for the content of this advertising.
I've made progress with my mental health. So when I started having unintentional body movements called tardive dyskinesia, I ignored them. But when the movements in my hands and feet started throwing me off at work, I finally had to say, it's not okay. It was time to talk to my doctor about Austedo. She said that Austedo helps reduce TD movements in adults, while I continue with most of my mental health medications.
Austedo can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Pay close attention to and call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden changes in mood, behaviors, feelings, or have suicidal thoughts. Common side effects include inflammation of the nose and throat, insomnia, and sleepiness. Don't take Austedo if you have liver problems, are taking Resprin, tetrabenazine, or valbenazine. Austedo may cause irregular or fast heartbeat, restlessness, movements mimicking Parkinson's disease, fever, stiff muscles, problems thinking, and sweating.
Talk to your doctor about Austedo. It's time to treat TD. TD is not okay. Visit askforaustedo.com.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Well, we have no accidents to report right now, which is good news, but a few slowdowns along the Beltline. More traffic, a little more congestion, both east and westbound. Speeds down to about 25 to 30 miles per hour. We're seeing the red currently. Downtown, no major delays, and the interstate right now, north and southbound, actually looks good through Dane and Rock County. To get from downtown to Janesville right now, we're at 25 minutes, 16 minutes to get from Middleton to Sauk City, and downtown to Sun Prairie, 17 minutes this evening. That's a quick look at traffic.
All right. Thank you very much, Dana. The importance of getting enough sleep. That's our first topic today with Dr. Zorba Pastor. We'll get to your health calls in just a bit. The number 270-9933. Hi, Zorba.
Hi, guys.
Hi. So let's talk about this new study. It looked at the consequences of sleeping fewer than 6 hours for 8 consecutive nights and how mindfulness can help children get more sleep.
Right. So these are really, there are two aspects to this. First of all, the adult aspect. And what they found was if you sleep less than 6 hours for 3 days in a row, they can see difference in mood. People are becoming much more angrier, much more likely to become sharp with other people, more likely to become depressed. Not only that, they also found physiological problems, much more likely to have a cold, have a sore throat, and have other problems related to your body. So I think the importance here is sleep is important, and 1/3 of the adults, according to research, are getting less than 6 hours of sleep. So, you're rewarded for burning the candle at both ends, and you're not rewarded for getting enough sleep. Now, when it comes to kids, this is another study that showed that mindfulness for children would help them get to sleep. And there are a number of mindfulness apps that actually allow your child, an older child, obviously not a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old, but an older child, get to sleep. And I think the importance here of mindfulness meditation to help get to sleep for children is it also takes them away from the screen. They're much more likely to be looking at the screen of their iPhone before going to sleep, and we know in children that causes insomnia. So I think these are two important takeaways when it comes to sleep.
So 6 to 8 hours, is that consecutive, or could you do 4 and 4?
Yeah. Well, no. The idea is you need 6 hours in a 24-hour period. So some people get it with an app, so they sleep less at night. The particular study looked at how much you sleep at night, but frankly, we know neurons do things during sleep. If you're getting 6 hours during the day, for many people that's enough. Below 6, not a nap counts.
All right, let's go to the phones. We'll start with Dick from Wanakee. Hi, Dick, what's your question?
Yeah, Dr. Zorba, I'm 79 years old, and a year ago I had cancer, and I'm in remission. And so I get about 3 miles in at the gym every day, and it takes me about 65, 70 minutes. A friend of mine said, because I've had cancer, I'm in remission, I shouldn't do more than 30 minutes a day. And I think that that's incorrect.
I think it is incorrect, too. I don't know where you got 30 minutes a day. You do as much exercise as you want to. It's not as if your cancer is going to come back because you're doing 30 minutes a day. Keep doing what you're doing. It's working, and it's great for your body.
And at 79 years old, you go.
79,
Yes.
you bet.
All right, now we've got Julie from Madison. Julie, hi, what's your question?
Yes, I was wondering, Dr. Zorba, if we are going to get a third vaccine, and if it's okay, if there's issues with it. I'm just
first of all, we've got the Pfizer and Moderna, we've got the J&J, AstraZeneca may come here or not. But one of the issues that people ask is, do they need a booster? And are we going to need a booster shot? And the answer is, we don't know at this time. We have no idea. There's a lot of discussion about it, but at this point, you do not need a booster. But everyone needs to be vaccinated. And although a lot of people are vaccinated in our area, it's not everybody. If you know somebody who's not vaccinated, talk to them, encourage them, have them get their shots.
We did a story yesterday here on News 3 Now about people that got the J&J and said, well, you know what, I want to get the Pfizer or the Moderna instead. So is it okay to get both?
No, first of all, it is okay to get both. You're not going to have any trouble. But the J&J is keeping people out of the hospital and out of the ICU in the same numbers as the Pfizer and the Moderna. So from a point of getting really seriously ill, the J&J works just as well as Pfizer and Moderna. But if you want to be super safe and you're concerned, you're not going to cause any trouble.
And try and talk people into getting vaccinated who are not.
100%. Everyone should.
Guilt trip, something. All right, Zorba, thank you. And thank you all for calling in. We'll see you again next week. And we'll have a final check of your forecast coming up.
For the pets you love, well, you gotta get down to Mounds Pet Food Warehouse, where your dollar goes to help so many pets in town. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse. Power your pets with Mounds brand dog power, perfect cat, and wild bird seed foods. They're nutritionally balanced, guaranteed fresh, and made in the USA. And every 11th bag is free. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse powers them all. And don't forget your free Mounds candy bar.
To be a thriver with metastatic breast cancer means asking for what we want and need. And we need more time. So we want Kisqali. Living longer is possible and proven with Kisqali when taken with a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor in premenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali is a pill that's significantly more effective at delaying disease progression versus a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor alone. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Kisqali is not approved for use with tamoxifen. Ask your doctor about living longer with Kisqali.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Friday on News 3 Now this morning, we're checking out a yoga studio in the 608 to learn how it can help you.
And when will we see any sun? Maybe this weekend? Chris Reese has your forecast. We'll see you from 4:30 to 7.
When it comes to weather, only one thing really matters: accuracy.
Only one station can be the best.
News 3 Now. First Warn Weather has the most accurate forecast, according to Weather Rate.
Count on First Warn Weather for your most accurate forecast.
Right now, we do have a cloudy sky over Madison, but seeing just a few pockets over Platteville right now. So the western edge of the state getting a little bit of clearing. Overnight, our skies will become partly cloudy, and that's going to help us cool down quite a bit. Overnight lows landing in the middle 50s. Some fog possible as we head into tomorrow and for tomorrow. Plan on highs in the mid 70s. Not quite as cool, with a chance for some isolated showers developing mainly southwest of Madison.
All right, looking good. Thank you, Dana.
On the next Live at 4, we'll preview the return of the art fair Off the Square.
And our Michael Bruno goes backstage to check out Janesville Summer School's production of Guys and Dolls. You were in that.
Not this one. Not this one, many, many years ago.
That's tomorrow here on Live at 4.
Do you love your morning coffee but hate what it does to your smile? Coffee might kickstart your morning, but it's also kicking you in the teeth by making them yellow and dingy. And you probably know by now that coffee stains are stubborn stains. Whitening toothpaste can't even begin to handle them. But I'm here to tell you about Power Swabs. With just 5-minute applications, you can tell those coffee stains to kiss off. Because 5-minute applications is all it takes for Power Swabs to lift coffee stains, tea stains, red wine stains, and even stains from smoking.
I love my coffee in the morning.
I will never stop drinking coffee. I will not be the person drinking hot coffee with a straw.
As much coffee as I drink, I can use my Power Swabs and eliminate the staining.
If you have one tooth that's darker than the others, you can target that one with Swab Precision.
You can put it directly on the stain that you see on your teeth, and it's so precise.
I like being able to individually get the teeth and kind of in between the grooves.
You just snap, swab, and smile. In fact, in 7 days, you probably won't be able to stop smiling.
It's so simple. You just open it, you apply it to your teeth, you forget it's there, and they're white and bright again like they were before.
I noticed actually a difference the first time that I used Power Swabs. You put on the first coat and then the activator goes on, and immediately you start seeing it working.
Not only will Power Swabs whiten natural teeth, it also removes stains from caps, crowns, and veneers. But as powerful as it is, it's also gentle and causes 0 to minimal sensitivity.
I've used strips. They seem to really hurt my teeth. The Power Swabs, it just seemed very gentle.
This didn't sting, it didn't burn, it didn't have an aftertaste. It was just a swab, and I just got to rub it on my teeth, and that was it.
Take it from me as someone who has gone the dental route, but has also gone on the shelf route, and I've not seen anything work as effective and as easy as Power Swabs.
Whiten your teeth today by ordering Power Swabs and receive 40% off the regular price. Shipping is free, plus you receive a free quick stick pen to use on the go after meals or a cup of coffee. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
Your heart is at the heart of everything you do. And if you have heart failure, there's Entresto. Entresto is proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
In today's Final Touch, wearing a wedding dress has been the dream of a lifetime for Martha May Ophelia Moon Tucker.
I love that name. It took the Birmingham resident 94 years to live out that dream. She got married in 1952 when her late husband said he would take her to the movies, but instead, they ended up eloping. Moon Tucker never had a traditional wedding, but this last weekend, she finally got it. She was surrounded by her family. The first dress she tried on was her favorite. She said it made her feel like a queen. Her husband passed away in 1975. Moon Tucker says she can't thank her grandchildren enough for helping her get into a wedding dress.
Look at that smile.
Blushing bride.
At 94.
Yes.
Finally got the wedding.